Okay, we can start now.
Okay, good day, madam. We are from group 2 and our group consists of 3 members, which is me, Rubiatun Amira binti Hamiza Amin, Syara Ikwan bin Khairul Anwar and Omina. Our case study is about booking system. The sports center wanted the system to manage the booking for all courts, all type of sports in one place in order to ease the user's interface. Okay, Mina.
Okay, first is problem analysis chart PSC. So we have given data and required result, and the above is processing required and solution alternative. Given data is the output, and the required result is the final result we want to print it out, and the process required is it's a plan is a explain about the algorithm. Then we will explain more detail in the next slide. And the best solution is define the data given as constant. Then is IC code booking system. We have read with module 100, calculate module with 200, print with module 300. And the next is IPO, input processing output. The input we have name, normal phone, sport, time in, time out, and equipment. Then processing is about the algorithm process. Then we have module 100, 200, and 300. Then the output is the final result we need to print out in the invoice.
Okay, now is for the algorithm, but without module. Here is the algorithm where every input and output were written in different line in order to ease the reading and detecting how many of the input and output are there included in the program. And we put the indent into each process in order to manage and classify every process to each every process to each condition. Okay, so for the next is the flowchart. This is Sharul.
Okay, for the flowchart, this flowchart shows the full flow of the program by the Eclipse, and Eclipse terminal indicates the start and the end of the program, and end of the program. The rectangular shape shows the calculation and the constant declaration. Thus, the diamond shows the looping and the conditional points of the program. That's all. Next.
Then next is dash checking for algorithm without module. We have three data tests. First is futsal, netball, and badminton. And the data test we have shown the duration, which is time out minus time in, equipment quantity, equipment rate, equipment charge, code rate, code charge, and total charge that we have shown in the dash checking. And the dash checking we do because we need to make sure that the total charge in the data test are same. Next.
Okay, for the coupling diagram. Okay, but first Sharul, can you please mute your mic because I can hear the background sound. Okay, thank you. For the coupling diagram, as simple as it is, where it shows the flow of every process in the program but in its module, whereby in the read module, we have everything that will be put by the user, and for the calculation is where the computer or the program will process and calculate for in order to gain the output for the uh, that will be sent into the print module. That's all.
Okay, for the data dictionary, the field name is variable used in the program, and here it shows which are the data type for each variables. also shows the size and the example. Thus, the description are also included to ease the understanding of the variable. That's all. Next.
Next, this is the algorithm that also show the programming, but this is the same as the first algorithm shown, but this one is already broken down into three modules, which is the read, calculate, and print, whereby each module contains each module already classify which one is the process for every module, such as read. It only counter everything that will be typed in by the user, and calculate is where the process will be held, and then print is for the computer to display back to the user itself. Okay, next is the flowchart, which is the flowchart with module. Okay, the flowchart with module is as the same as the flowchart before, but still, as I mentioned, it is broken down it is distributed into three modules, which is we can see read, calculate, and print, whereby it's already broken out into three, where read is where we declare the first constant and declare the input by user. The calculation is for the condition and the calculation of the time, charge, and payments. And the last one is print, whereby the interface will be shown to the user. Lastly, okay. After that is the programming. Okay, the programming is written in C language program in order for the booking system to be executed to the user. Okay, this shows how the display will be done, uh, and in this programming, we see that there are two looping, which is sentinel by the checkout, and at the same time natural by the amount of code numbers. And then there are two main condition, which is the selection for the equipment and the selection for the sports, for the type of sports. Okay. That's all. Lastly, for the interface prototype, Sharul, you may.
Okay, for the interface, this is the interface prototype of the program. One of the booking site interface, while the other one is the receipt or invoice of the booking page by the user. So here you can see uh, we can input our name or our name and time that we need to be put at the first one, and at the invoice or receipt we can see how the printout. Okay, that's all. Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you. Hope you understand our presentation. And